Alright, here we are, next episode. So, let's try out the third chapter this time. But before we actually start that, you see this little pillar of light here? If you switch to the ice hat, there's a secret room in here. Complete with a diary. Day 10, this moonset sure is getting busy. There's so many penguins showing up, and some are bringing balloons, and there are these floats that are super big. Everything is looking so pretty. DJ Groove said they're all here for me too. I can't let everybody down. I don't know what we're going to do next, but I know I have to try my best for all my fans. So yeah, basically, after each act, you can come back here and there will be a different diary entry, which is pretty cool. There's one for every single act in the game, which means there's a total of about 30 or so, I believe. That's pretty neat. And you just jump to get out of here and swim through the massive pile of pillows. A lot of pillows. Open that chest for 1 pawn. Oh, you may have noticed, but I ran around and gathered a few pawns off recording, just so we could make exploring a little bit easier. But here we are, Chapter 3, Subcon Forest. So let's get started. Alright, creepy forest.
The view from on top of that big tree is pretty good.
So these are some pretty cool mushrooms. You can bounce around on them. Kind of reminds me of Mario a little bit. Alright, well we can actually climb up this tree a little bit. So let's try doing that.
Not far to go, kid.
Whoa. I saved it. Could have been bad there.
It'd probably be really good.
As you can see, this goes pretty high up. Once we get up there, it'll all be worth it. Oh. Nice, I just fell most of the way down.
Not far to go, kid. It'd probably be really painful.
Alright. Back to where I fell. Alright, we made it. We got the blue crayon. We already had a red one, now I have a blue one. And that's for a relic set. So yeah, look how high up we are. This is pretty high up here. Oh, so I guess I should go ahead and comment. On our little relic map down here on the bottom right, you'll see a red tack and a green tack. Those are just different kinds of collectibles, basically. Like the green ones are just regular collectibles, and the red ones are relics, I believe. Hit that invisible wall there, nice.
Please, disregard my twitchy behavior. My body has been to places that have left a permanent mark.
Alright, so here's the badge pin, the second badge pin. So you can carry up to a maximum of 3 badges now, that I have both of them. The first one I bought a while back in Mafia Town. And being able to carry this third badge is going to really come in handy here in not too long when we get a really important badge that will be keeping equipped for pretty much the rest of the game. Because it has such a high use rate, it's so useful. Follow this creepy guy. Actually, look at this. That's cute. Alright then. Looks like we stepped right into a trap. Huh. Clear out the subcon well. I'll be keeping the following hostage, your soul. Well, that's not very nice. But I can keep everything else. Alright, well at least he's a little bit generous there.
That seals the deal. We're in business. Let me just smoke this real quick. Whoops. Guess this soul belongs to me now. Don't worry though. If you finish your chores quickly, you'll have your soul back real soon. And don't you dare forget our little contract. I'm giving you a start, Nichols, and I will never leave your sight.
Alright, creepy ghost guy. He took my soul. Should probably work on getting that back.
No giving bodies to any upset spirits, kid.
So these little apple looking things are pretty neat. Basically, if you take them near these little serpent looking things, they'll fly inside them and then they explode like a bomb. We'll be using those to solve puzzles soon enough. Now we have a new type of yarn, the Dweller Mask yarn. This is probably one of my more favorite hats. I guess it's technically a mask, but it's pretty cool. And I have enough to make it. That's convenient. Dweller Mask. So the first iteration of this is a little fox mask, which is pretty cute. And it's probably not very obvious what this is doing right now, but you'll see soon enough. It's pretty neat. But for now, let's head over here.
I hear there's money to be made in grave digging.
Now I have 5 types of hats. Getting quite the collection. Take a quick stop over here and blow all this up, get some pawns. Alright. Firefox. So this is Subcon Village where we are right now. Looks like we walked into his trap again.
Oh, wait. It's you. I was kind of expecting a new victim to step in my traps. I've already taken your soul and everything. Have you even completed your contractual obligations yet? Don't take it personal, kid. But stay clear of my traps. There's only so many times my voice can handle yelling like that. You're taking the experience away from other people. But since you did step in my trap, I might as well extend our business endeavors. Fool! Ooh, you stepped into my forest, and now you must pay the price. Pick your poison. Which burden do you want to carry for the rest of your life?
Alright, we get to pick from 3 this time. We've got... Okay, we gotta go to the manor. Must be something in there he wants. Deliver 10 packages to his minions. Could be a mailman. Or defeat a boss. Toilet of Doom. Wonder what that could be. Let's actually go with the manor.
Not a bad choice. This one should be a breeze. You're leaving all the difficult contracts for the newbies, though, which is really rude when you think about it. Whatever. I'm on. Smell you later.
Alright, well. That happened. Alright, so there's a piece of yarn here, but as you can see it's sort of frozen in a block of ice there. So this is where these little fruits come into play. So we can get it started here and then sort of throw it up there. And there you go. That's how that works. We'll be using that trick for quite a few things in this chapter, including this one right here. This is a bigger block of ice, although this little picture frame looking thing here, we need that for our current objective. Alright. I'll take you. So what we're trying to do right now is get all of the picture frames. We got... Oh, he's just talking to us.
You didn't forget about me, did ya? Don't tell me you forgot about me. What's up? You working on any contractual obligations lately? You better be. Remember our little deal? Check it out. Those incredibly annoying fire spirits are sitting right there in the middle of my village. Their little dances creating these incredibly annoying barriers that stop me from getting to parts of my forest. It's almost like they're trying to put an end to me. How adorable. Dispose of them. I don't care how you do it, as long as they suffer for entering my domain. Anyways, back to work, trooper. This isn't a vacation, and I'm getting impatient.
Alright, well, we gotta go back and grab our frame again.
Come with me.
So yeah, he's telling us to kill these fire spirits over here, which I guess we sort of have to do. I mean, we did sign a contract, and he does have our soul, so we should probably do what he says.
Have you come to make another purchase?
The no bonk badge is pretty cool. I might get that later on. So bonking is like this right here, basically. like you won't bonk. Like for example, if you were to do like a dive into the tree like that, you just start running up on it, sort of like a wall run, instead of falling down like that. So it's more of a platforming tool, which is pretty neat. Can't go any further just yet.
Maybe you can break the ice.
Here we are.
Dwellers are so hard to talk
Alright, a green crayon. So now we have 3 different colors of crayons. Alright.
You'll come with me.
There's all 4 frames. So now this red firewall is sort of gone, which means we can progress to other parts of the of this area now, which is pretty nice. So now we've completed 2 of the 3 objectives. We just need to clean out the well, which we will be doing in the next act. So we just took out the red fire spirits. There are actually 2 other types of fire spirits as well. We've got, I think there's green ones. Can't remember the other color honestly, but that will take down 2 other barriers in this area that we need to take down to progress to other parts and complete the other acts. But for now we took down the red one, which is enough to do Act 2, so we're going to do that now. Alright, Subcon Well. So this is a pretty important act here because this is going to give us one of the most useful, if not the useful, badges in the game. We're just going to head right there because we need it for pretty much every collectible in this area.
Subcon Well is this way.
So here's the second set of foxes here. These are blue ones. While I'm here, might as well go ahead and start working on them. So these little purple trails here show you where the frames are. So here's the second one. And stepping in this, I don't know what this is really, but stepping in that slows you down. And if you're there long enough, then it'll actually pull you under and it'll restart you at your last checkpoint. Alright, so the third one's way up there, and right now we don't have any way of getting up there, so we're gonna have to come back at a later time to get that one.
Subcon Well is this
Let's
way.
just head back towards the well.
Objects from other dimensions coming.
So as you can see, there's quite a few of these weird looking greenish platforms. And you can see this right here is a little bell. So if we hit that bell, it makes these platforms solid for a certain amount of time. As you can see, that bubble is sort of rescinding on itself there. So you do only have a limited time, and I just messed that up. But actually, before we do that, as you can see, there's a green platform right over there across from us. This is where the Dweller Mask comes into use. Oh, actually, it gets this platform too, never mind. But I guess we'll go ahead and explain. The Dweller Mask actually makes these platforms solid, even without a bell. So as you can see here, you can make them solid. It's basically like a portable bubble like this bell has. You can only use it for about 2 to 2.5 seconds at a time before it wears out. But it does recharge in just a few seconds as well, so it's really neat, and it's a staple for the puzzles later on in the game. It's used all the time. Alright, so here we are in Subcon Well. Rift token right off the bat, that's always nice. Alright. Let's see, where do I go here? Which one first, rather? I guess this one first. Whole bunch of lamps. Oh, we're trapped. Not good. Maybe should have gone the other way. Alright, hookshot badge. So this is the badge I was talking about a little while ago. This is probably the most useful, or at least one of the most useful badges in the game. For a very obvious reason. Alright, so now we have all three badges. This is the trifecta that I usually use. Here I've got the item magnet badge because I'm lazy and I like everything to just levitate towards me. The relic finder badge so that you can find every relic. At some point we'll find them all and we can swap that out possibly. And then hookshot badge. So let's try out this hookshot badge. This makes for some really cool platforming. So yeah, the hookshot will be used fairly regularly from now until the end of the game, so it's definitely a good thing to have. Now let's take the other route over here. Oh, well, after getting these pawns, of course. That looks a little ominous there. I wonder what that is. Oh, well, now this place is filling with water. Down in my waist bar, I don't have time for you. So we're going to be using the hookshot a lot in here, as you can see. Just about every single gap here has a swing shot target. Another rift token. Now we really should cash these in pretty soon. I probably have enough to get a couple rolls at least in the little slot machine minigame. Whoa, almost fell off the back there. That'd have been pretty bad. Alright, so we finished clearing out the well. That contract's finished. So now we need to go check out the manor. So we will do that in the next video. Alright, we've got 18 timepieces. That's almost half. There are 40 total, so You know, there are a few time rifts that I've skipped up until now in the previous chapters. I'll probably go back and get those at some point. That was a preview of the Chapter 4 area, which we can actually access now that we have the hook shot. I'll go ahead and show you real quick. So here's the room to Chapter 4. So now that we have the hook shot, we can actually hook onto that exposed pipe up there, I guess it is. So we can swing over here. Swing again, and here's Chapter 4 right here, but we are not going to do this for quite some time. We still have to finish Chapter 3. Oh, and just to show you, there actually is a way to get into this room early without needing the hook shot. So I believe you need 14 timepieces to open this door, but I can't remember exactly. So once you get the required number, instead of waiting until you have the hook shot, if you don't already have it, you can run up this wall and stand on that, which, if I could actually do it here, that'd be nice. I'm failing right now. Maybe standing on this thing, that might do it. There we go. So if you can get up here, you can actually get in here early. So you don't have to have the hook shot to get in here, although you probably should, because when you're actually in this level, you need the hook shot. So yeah, that level uses the hook shot all over the place. So it'd be pretty smart to get the hook shot early, but if you like getting to places early, and I guess technically getting here before you're supposed to, then that's a cool little trick you can use for that. I guess I'll show you this room real quick as well. Except for this big purple block here. Well, this is another thing we can use the Dweller Mask for. You can just walk right through it. Pretty nifty. So this room has our final relic platform. Go ahead and unlock that. Alright, we've got a lot of stuff here. Let's see. Alright, unlocked the purple time rift for Subcon Forest. Although I also noticed that I have the required materials to finish the other relic as well, the crayon box. So let's go finish that one as well. I believe that platform is in here. Yeah, here we are. Get a better camera angle here. Alright, unlock the purple time rift for the 4th chapter, which we'll get to later. So that's all of the relics in the game, actually. There are only 4 sets, one for each chapter, 1 through 4. There is a chapter 5, but that's basically just the final boss. Chapter 5 is up here. You have to have 25 of them, 25 time pieces, and then you can get up here. Alright, well, actually let's do a few rolls on this before I forget. We should have enough rift tokens for a few rolls. See if we can get anything cool. Alright, we got a new color, Margin of the Night. See what that looks like. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's kind of like a maroon and purple color. Well, we had enough tokens for 1 roll. Alright, well, it is what it is. We'll find more tokens. Okay, well, with that, I think I'm going to end this video here. And next time we will continue Chapter 3 with the Manor. So we'll see you then.